Listen to the sound of my voice. You are getting sleepy. Sleepy. By the end of this video, you are going to believe everything that I have said. By the time you get off social media, you will be virtually hypnotized. By the time you understand that your own understanding is not enough, you will be hypnotized by the power of negativity. Okay, all jokes aside. Hey guys, I'm back. Welcome to my page, Carolina Diamond. It's Dr. Sherelle here. I put that up there from the beginning because today I wanted to talk about the power of negativity and the art of persuasion. I thought this was important because a lot of things are going on right now on the TV, on social media, in real life. I'm not trying to do this today. So in real life, and what we have now is you kind of see how easy it is to persuade people to believe whatever you want them to believe. How easy it is to change someone's perspective that they may have about a situation, even things that they may have seen themselves. It's just that easy for someone to come along, whether it's, someone on TV, someone on Instagram, somebody on YouTube. How easy it is for someone to come along and give a one-sided version of a story, and people just gravitate towards that story and make it their reality. So it makes me think of something that we always joke about, people having selective amnesia. You remember what you want to remember. So when it comes to these situations, it's almost like people have selective support and selective rage, meaning that whenever something's going on, it may have upset them when it happened with someone else, or when it was done by someone else, or just in some particular period in time, they either felt angry about it, they were happy about it, whatever the case may be. But whenever it comes to celebrities and certain things that come out in the media, based on how those things are portrayed in the media, a lot of people tend to forget how happy something made them or how upset something made them based on the perception that is pretty much spoon-fed to them by social media. And we see this every day. So I have this saying that one of my friends used to say to me jokingly, when he always lied. He was a liar. But he would say, who are you going to believe, me or your own eyes? And I'm like, I'll take my own eyes for 100, Alex. Duh. But what he said was funny, but I mean, it makes sense because I've seen him like manipulate situations and really get somebody to believe that he didn't do something that he actually did. I mean, they saw it with their own eyes, but he was able to convince them that that's not what actually happened. And you see a lot of that going on today. You can have a certain idea about something, about something that someone did or whatever. You may have seen it yourself, but you'll allow other people's thinking and other people's experiences to dictate how you feel about a certain situation, realizing that no two experiences are the same. So just because something may have happened to you a certain way, or may have happened to Jane a certain way, that doesn't necessarily mean that anytime a story comes out or you hear something about a particular person, that that's actually true for that person and that particular story. So what we're looking at now is basically like we used to play a game when we were kids. It was called Simon Says, you know, and you had to do whatever Simon says. Simon says touch your nose. Simon says touch your eyebrow. You know, Simon says whatever, and you basically follow suit. Now, if you moved without doing what Simon told you to do, then of course you were out of the game because the goal is for you to follow what Simon says. So if you think about that in today's world with this stuff on social media and television, radio, you know, whatever, it's pretty much still a game of Simon Says. So just looking at some of the bloggers pages that I've seen on YouTube, as well as some of the pages that I've seen on Instagram, pretty much as long as you're going along with whatever the person that runs the page, if you're going along with what they're saying, be it, you know, negative or positive, as long as you're going along with what that person is saying, then you're going to get high fives, you're going to get likes, you're going to get kudos. I mean, they're going to love you to death. But if you decide to walk your own path and choose your own lane, then you tend to have a problem because that's not how it's supposed to be, because that's not what Simon said. So the first thing it makes me think about is a situation with Chris Brown. And that happened years ago, you know, with him and Rihanna getting into the fight or whatever in the car. There were several of his fans that, you know, they said they were going to, you know, support him regardless. You know, they looked at the whole situation, talked about, you know, Rihanna doing stuff to him, pretty much provoking him. And then you have those that know he's a woman beater. A man should never hit a woman regardless. He's going to forever be labeled a woman beater. We're not listening to him. We don't want to see him on the award shows. We have nothing to do with him. So the thing is, before it became more of a media frenzy, before it hit Instagram and YouTube and people started saying how unpopular it was to follow him, to actually support him, you still had people that were willing to support him. But the minute that social media said no, it's not okay. It's not okay for you to like him. It's not okay for you to listen to his music. Then, you know, everybody jumped off the boat. They were on this "we hate Chris Brown" thing. The minute that situation calmed down, like right now, the minute that situation calmed down and he's moved past it, he didn't stay stuck in that moment. The situation calmed down and now you're seeing his videos and people are like, oh, we love Chris. Chris is like the greatest of all time. You know, they're comparing him to MJ. And I'm like, at what point do you just make your own decisions and stop letting the media or social media dictate what you like and what you don't like, who you're going to listen to, who you're not going to listen to? I mean, at some point we have to start making our own decisions. And then the next person that I was thinking about was, Michael Jackson himself. You know, we love some Mike. So the thing is, well, Michael, we grew up loving. Oh, we love you, Mike. We love you, Mike. We love you. And then people start making accusations, and that's what they are, accusations. And now, oh, we hate him, we hate him, we hate him. And then the accusations calm down. Now it's, oh, we love him, we love him, we love him. Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. And then out of the woodworks again, some more of the same old accusations come up, and the media says hate him. So now we're back on the hate train. Again, when do we start making our own decisions? We follow the media like we're following a good book, and whatever we see on the media, it's like the Bible, it's gospel. It's word, you can put a stamp on it. That, you know, that's a done deal. And some of the things that you are commenting on, if you were put in that same situation, because as long as you live, you're bound to be put in some type of uncomfortable or unpredictable situation, if you were put in that same situation, would you want to be treated that same way? Or would you want people to listen to your story and give you the benefit of the doubt until they really know what's going on? Think about it. I mean, it's any particular day, on any given day, it could be you. The next person I was thinking about was, and this is going to sound crazy, I was a fan since I was younger, Bow Wow. You go on Instagram, and I think Bow Wow's a little handsome little fella. That was all my country coming out. Handsome little fella. But you think about him and you see all the comments that are being made about him. This little piece of hair is bothering me, y'all. I'm sorry. You think about all the comments that are being made about him. People don't like him and they don't know why. I actually saw some people say, I don't remember why I don't like him, but it's something about him. Well, if you don't remember why you don't like him, then bruh, he's not a factor for you. He's a non-factor. And the fact that you're even following him on his page so that you can see what he's doing, that further lets me know that you don't have the problem that you're claiming to have. And you're following up other people's problems. Let's have some of our own to focus on. But people say don't like him. Hey, we're not going to like him today. We'll wait until the people tell us to like him again. And the next person that I was thinking about, and I know this is probably going to raise some eyebrows or have people looking sideways, but the next person is R. Kelly. I mean, I've been following the case for a while and speaking with some other people and some other professionals about this case and about some of the things that are going on. And I know many of us, we've all stepped in the name of love, we're listening to his songs coming up. Shoot, we made songs from his songs, made up our own songs. And, the idea about the tape or the actual tape came out years ago. A lot of us heard about it coming up, didn't see it, but a lot of us heard about it. My question is, where was the outrage when the tape initially came out? Because if you felt like he was a monster for making that tape, then your sentiments about that shouldn't have changed over the years. You either think he's a monster or he's not. But watching the tape and deciding that you don't want to deal with him, my first question is, what does that say about you that you even wanted to watch the tape if you heard that an underage girl was on the tape? Or even just wanting to watch, that's a whole other story. I'm going to leave that alone. But just, what does that say about you? But, we've been listening to him over the years, and I think this tape may have come out in 2001, 2002. So up until this stuff really started to hit the fan last year, 2008, sometime in 2017, we were still bumping this music proudly, saying that we didn't see nothing wrong with the little bump and grind. But once the media said, came out and started with the stories, particularly when the Lifetime docuseries aired, it seemed like a lot of people's beliefs about R. Kelly or what they think he did, everybody, that just started to change. And my question is, had that Lifetime docuseries never aired, would this be at the place that it is now? Lifetime told you to be enraged. Lifetime told you to mute R. Kelly. Lifetime told you that he had all these victims and we need to feel sorry for these victims. I'm not saying that we shouldn't, but if that's something that we decide to do, we should do that because that's something that we genuinely feel, not because Lifetime or Cam Fox or the Me Too movement told us that that's something that we need to do. And as far as the Me Too movement, the underlying principles of it all, I felt pretty good about it, but I started seeing how they started using their platform as a weapon, much so against R. Kelly. And my thing is, really look at everything that's going on. Look at all the information that's being given. Look at everybody who's saying something. Look at the people who are not saying anything. And you have to make your own decisions about what you feel. But letting a blogger or bloggers convince you that you should feel a certain way, and even the audacity of some people to say that he should be thrown under the jail. He has a history of doing this. I don't think either one of us were there. And if we were, then we would be called as witnesses on this thing. And to me, it takes away, Dr. King had something that he said, and I'm going to paraphrase what he said, but it was pretty much injustice for one is an injustice for everyone. And if you think about that, if you're saying that his constitutional rights should be taken away, that he shouldn't be looked at a person as innocent until proven guilty, if we take that away from him, then who's to say the next time that something happens to one of us, maybe we're accused of something or falsely accused of something, and people automatically believe that this stuff happened, and we know that's what usually happens with people. They believe the worst before they believe the positive about you. So again, if you're in that situation and you believe that people shouldn't have the right to a fair trial, then what happens to you? And I can speak on this personally because I've actually been through some major situations where some stuff was put on me and I had to defend myself. And when I looked at the videos on YouTube and on the news, and they were talking about his body language and how he came out and he was looking irate and just buffoonery. It was really buffoonery. I know how I felt in my given moment, and I'm trained to train other people how to respond in certain situations. But when it was me in that situation, I blew up. If you feel like you're fighting for your life, if you're fighting for your livelihood to try to protect your livelihood, and it seems like there's nothing that you can really do because people already have their minds made up, if you're able to maintain your composure, you've done your job for the day. You have really done your job for that day. So I disregard a lot of the things these experts coming in talking about the body language. For a lot of people, if you haven't been put in a certain situation, it's really hard for you to go and tell somebody else how they should respond to a certain situation. And when you're talking about something as, I'm going to say as wicked as, someone sexually molesting kids, like that's a ground that you need to walk on. You need to tread lightly and make sure that what you're reporting is actual facts. I'm not saying that he did or didn't do it, but everyone needs to do their due diligence and making sure that they're reporting facts versus reporting someone's opinion or just straight gossip. I heard one blogger say something. She reported some information about him, and then she was pretty much saying, well, I'm glad that MF for going to jail. Again, we have to be careful about those things, but the people that were on her channel, they follow suit. Yeah, I can't wait till he go to jail. This MF belongs under the jail. I hope he gets raped in jail. They're gonna put him in the same cell with the subway guy. Like, it was a lot of different negative things, and I'm just sitting here thinking, my first thought was, honestly, I'm wondering if the people that were involved in the situation with me were thinking the same thing. Because, people tend to join the bandwagon and the hate train or whatever you want to call it whenever things are going on, and then when your name comes out in the clear, then they act like nothing was ever said. I'm going to challenge you to do your own research. And whenever something is said about someone or something is alleged about someone, rather than going and believing the first story that you see, I challenge you to go and do your research. Instead of passing judgment the minute something comes out and wanting to be the first one to report something, do your research. Do the same thing that you would want someone to do for you if it were you in that situation. Remembering the fact that at any time, it can be you. And at some point in your life, it will be you. So I just ask you to keep that in mind and understand that the same way I was playing this hypnosis type music at the beginning, some people realize that that there are some people that are easy targets. Some people are easily swayed in certain directions. And to me, if you feel like I'm one of those people, then it already lets me know how you feel about me. So be careful about, people bringing information to you and just falling into the negativity of it all. I'm one, you bring that negative information to me. My first question is, why are you telling me this? And why did you feel the need to bring it to me? Like, what about me made you think that I wanted to get this negative information today? I'm not bringing it to you. So what is your intention of making sure that it came to me? What's your goal? What's your aim? What are you trying to prove? I don't know, but maybe I analyze stuff a little too much. I've been told that too. So, but at any rate, just looking at the stuff with R. Kelly, and I am counting my arms. I think I'm up to like number 4. I'm doing pretty good today. So, so getting back to the stuff with R. Kelly, I'm just hoping y'all not counting right now because I try to hold on to that one. We pray that everything, works out for him. And if any of the accusations are true, then as with anyone else, justice needs to be served. But at the same time, I would challenge you to think about the fact that while we're passing judgment on him or passing judgment on other people, even the victims or the alleged victims, it's important to remember that at least on his side, that he's been through his own thing, and we need to make sure that we're not just recognizing the females as victims, because a lot of times males are often looked over as victims. We just can't see them being victims because they're guys. And of course, they don't tell their stories the same way that we do. A lot of them are ashamed, and more so in the black community where this is very prevalent. Like I said, a lot of people are taught not to say anything. So, and a lot of people are taught that boys can't be molested. There's no such thing. If you're not molested by another male, then you haven't been molested. If a girl comes and does something to you, regardless of how old she is, just pat yourself on the back. You're not a virgin anymore. You're out there, good boy, attaboy. No, that's not so. So while we're looking at the alleged victims in this case, I'm hoping that we remember as well that R. Kelly is also an alleged victim, and it's not something that he goes around talking about. As a matter of fact, I haven't heard him talking about it really to anybody. I've heard it said in his brother's video, and on some other stations and channels, people have said that he's told them about it, but just him going around wearing that and trying to use that as a crutch, I haven't seen that. So that in itself says something to me, because he could easily try to use that as a crutch or some type of justification of what he's doing or has been alleged of doing. So just something to think about. But like I said, I'm going to keep this short. It was supposed to be shorter than this. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But we have some pretty big things coming up. It's going to be starting on tomorrow. So I want you guys to stay tuned. It won't be posted tomorrow, but we will be starting on tomorrow. So I want you guys to stay tuned to that or for that. I think you guys are really going to be pleasantly surprised with the information that you receive once the project is complete. And that's pretty much it. I say, keep supporting the people on YouTube. All the bloggers that are out there. I don't consider myself a blogger, but all the bloggers that are out there, and support the ones that are concerned with facts, the ones that base their pages on facts. I would give a shout out to Phases the Next Level, facts. All the other stuff where people are intentionally trying to bring somebody down and they're promoting negativity on their page, and even just allow just a page full, just pages full of negativity on their page, and they're not addressing it. Be mindful of those pages. Negativity sometimes can be contagious, and that's something, like, that's a virus that you don't want in your system. I don't think that anybody has come up with some type of remedy or shot for that, and it's gotten to the point where it's become an epidemic. So don't let yourself be caught or exposed to that negativity, because it's hard to get it out your system. I'll just say that it's hard to get out your system. So with that being said, if you agree with anything that you heard today, and like I said, I'm keeping things short until we actually work on this project. I just wanted to discuss a few things. So if you liked anything that you heard on this page, click like. If you liked anything and you want to continue getting videos and want to continue seeing more content and deeper conversation, and hit subscribe. So you have like and you have subscribe. Click those, and more than anything, let people know about the page. Share the page. Share. And with that being said, I am going to let you guys go. And what we're going to do on the way out is I'm going to try to, bear with me for a minute, I'm going to see if I can hypnotize you so that this negative thinking is no longer a part of you. So we're going to take you out with this. You are getting sleepy. Listen to the sound of my voice, this great southern twang. By the time you finish watching this video, you will no longer be enticed by negativity, negative bloggers, negative news reports, negative people, just negative. By the time you wake up, you will not remember ever being hypnotized by Dr. Sherelle. Shoot, Dr. Sherelle won't remember it. But anyway. So you guys have a great day. And before you get off this video, you're going to click like, subscribe, and you're going to tell a friend. See you guys later.